On this job, you'll notice that we're using 3 types of hangers in different scenarios. And that's because we are doing a job for my friend and we're trying to keep it as cheap as possible, but while still meeting the local codes and make sure that we build it properly. So with the 3 hangers that we're using on this job, you'll notice that they all are relatively different in size, but the same width and the same style. So the bigger hanger here is called an LUS 28Z hanger. And that hanger will do a 2x8 joist and a 2x10 joist. So if the Simpson, and this only works in Simpson hangers, if you're from a different part of the United States or have a different manufacturer or supplier, you may need to check with them and their specifications on their product. But with the Simpson hangers, as long as it says 28Z and has that Z after the number, this hanger is actually rated for 2x8s and 2x10s. And that works exponentially downwards and upwards. So if you get a 2x10Z, you can use that hanger for 2x10s and 2x12s. 2x26Z can be done for 2x6s and 2x8s. And then last and not least, 24Z can actually do 2x4 hangers or 2x6s. So the amount of nails is relative to the amount of wood it holds. So as the size goes up, you may have a couple more nail holes, and these are very, very important to have nails in those. They do go through the joist and into the structural member that's supporting that joist. So it just gives you that extra level of support. As you go up to the 2AZ hanger, you now will have 3 holes on the faceplate of the hanger itself. So all 3 of those need to be filled in with either a 10-penny Tico nail or an 8-penny ring shank galvanized nail, as well as the 2 45-degree nails that are on the sides. The galvanized nail. I like something a little stronger, so plus what we have available today. And I really like to have these longer nails in this angle portion of the hanger here, so that it'll kind of, as it sits in the hanger, kind of this angle here, it'll grab the joist itself and go into the band. So it'll really help against that pulling away that it could do if the nail didn't make it all the way in there. It'll go into that sideboard just so. Now these are our 90-degree Ticos. I've called them Ticos. They have numerous names, I guess, whatever region or area you're from, what they've been accustomed to be called. Depending on the size of the wood that you're working with, you may need to upgrade to a higher or stronger size, which is a lot thicker in metal. I don't know if you can tell from there, but this metal here is twice as thick as this little one here. If you do put 2 or 3 of them on, you can get in certain situations where you may not be able, or you say, for example, you're at the end of a floor system. And if you had a hanger, this side would be able to be nailed to a beam or girder beam or a header of some nature, but the other side is kind of floating in the air. Well, this would be a really good portion for that because it would nail here directly into the beam and to the joist as well. But their main purpose is twist. So if you have these things in a corner, they won't let things twist out of place. And so you can carry some load, but you may need to use 1 on each side. But their main goal is they do not let things twist and make them stay perfectly in place. You can even bend this tab over here to get on top of a 2x4 so that it doesn't stick up and bother you, so you can kind of latch onto the top of the beam as well. This bigger Tico does not have that option, hence using it on 2x8, 2x10, or 2x12 material. But a really, really good additive for corners that are hard to get to and or that just will not allow you to nail with a hanger. get you some water. You hot? You look like a little bun in a hot dog, man. She's not a big fan of dog treats. She likes human food.